With the addition of the 7-seat interior for the Tesla Model Y, this opens up a whole new class of vehicles to compare the Model Y to, including the slightly larger Toyota Highlander. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of the Tesla Model Y and the Toyota Highlander and see which is a better SUV. I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Cleanerwatt. In this video, we're going to be comparing these 7 key metrics, starting with cost of ownership. When determining the true cost of ownership for a vehicle, it's important that you look at not only the purchase price, which we'll look at, but you need to also look at the running cost involved with the vehicle. The 2021 Toyota Highlander, as you can see, starts at a base price of around $35,000 and goes up to close to $50,000 for the hybrid models. The Tesla Model Y comes in 3 different variants and has a base price without added options starting at $42,000 going up to $60,000. For this video, we're going to be comparing the Toyota Highlander Limited Hybrid to the long-range all-wheel drive Model Y. When it comes to a basic feature side-by-side comparison of these vehicles, you can see that in many cases they have very similar options and a lot of standard features that are the same. However, there is one add-on that we have to make for the Model Y to make it more comparable, and that is choosing the 7-seat interior, which adds a cost of around $3,000 to the Tesla Model Y. So if you go to the Toyota website and build a Toyota Highlander with basic options, it comes out to a total MSRP of around $49,000. However, according to TrueCar.com, which gives a more accurate purchase price, the market average purchase price of this vehicle with basic features is around $45,000. The Tesla Model Y long-range all-wheel drive with a 7-seat interior comes out to around $53,000 plus a $1,200 destination and dock fee. So using the pricing from TrueCar.com and the pricing from Tesla's website, you can see when you add sales tax and basic finance costs to these vehicles, the Tesla Model Y comes in at the time of purchase around $10,000 higher than the Highlander Limited all-wheel drive hybrid. However, the Tesla Model Y, when it comes to the true cost of ownership, will have much lower running cost, especially when you look at the cost of fueling the vehicles. According to fueleconomy.gov estimations, the annual energy cost for the Model Y will cost somewhere around half that of purchasing gas for the Toyota Highlander. When you combine this lower energy cost with the fact that an electric vehicle like the Tesla Model Y requires very little maintenance, whereas the Toyota Highlander will require spark plugs, oil changes, transmission fluid changes, etc., etc., the Toyota Highlander will make up for that $10,000 price difference with maintenance and fuel cost in the long term. Also, when it comes time to sell your vehicle at the end of 5 or 10 years, most likely the Tesla Model Y will retain more of its value than the Toyota Highlander. We obviously don't have much depreciation data for the Model Y yet because it's such a new vehicle, but according to this Inside EVs article, the Model 3 after 3 years only has depreciated around 10% according to some studies, whereas the EV industry is closer to 52%. The Toyota Highlander does hold its value pretty well as compared to some other SUVs. However, the data seems to suggest that the Model Y will have a very low depreciation percentage at the end of 5 or 10 years, just like the Model 3 is doing very well in this category as well. The next broad category that I'd like to compare between these vehicles is the passenger room and the cargo room in the interior. First of all, though, I want to dive into the dimensions, starting with the exterior dimensions of the vehicles. As you can see from this chart, the Toyota Highlander is almost 8 inches longer than the Model Y, over 4 inches higher than the Model Y, and offers just a little more ground clearance. However, when it comes to the headroom and legroom of the Model Y versus the Highlander, you can see that these vehicles are very comparable and very close. The one place where the Highlander does top the Model Y by a significant margin is in the hip room in both the front and second rows. When it comes to max towing capabilities, the Toyota Highlander beats the Model Y by around 1,500 pounds. And when it comes to the max number of passengers that can fit in this vehicle and the max cargo volume, the Highlander wins as compared to the Model Y as well. Now, when it comes to interior seat configurations, both vehicles offer a couple different variants. With the Toyota Highlander, you can either choose the bench seat second row, which technically makes this an 8-seater, or you can have captain chairs for the second row, which makes it a 7-seater. The Tesla Model Y comes standard with a 5-seat configuration and second row bench seat, and for an extra $3,000, as we've mentioned, you can add a rear bench seat to that third row, which has enough room for 2 small adults or 2 children. Now, when it comes to the actual usability of these third rows in both the Toyota Highlander and the Tesla Model Y, they're both made for smaller people. According to this Motor Biscuit article quote, one of the most common complaints about the Toyota Highlander is that it has a cramped third row of seats. Based on early reports, it seems like the Model Y offers a very similar amount of legroom. However, this Teslarati article points out that, quote, the Model Y's 7-seat configuration is actually pretty practical, and it could even fit adults on its third row. This was highlighted when the channel's host, who is about 6 foot tall, fit himself in the Model Y's third row seats. A colleague who is about 5'2" had more than enough legroom. The next factor I'd like to compare between these vehicles is arguably one of the most important factors, and that's safety. According to the recent NHTSA ratings, the Tesla Model Y was able to achieve a 5-star rating in every category. The 2021 Toyota Highlander did achieve an overall safety rating of 5 stars, but when it comes to the overall front star rating, it only achieved 4 stars. And when it comes to the SUV rollover risk percentage, as rated by the NHTSA, the Tesla Model Y has a rollover risk percentage less than half that of the Toyota Highlander. Now let's take a look at the technology comparison between these two vehicles. Tesla is constantly adding new useful and fun features to their vehicles. Their impressive software team, mixed with superior hardware and a ground-up in-house design system, make Tesla the clear leader when it comes to technology. The Toyota Highlander is decently equipped and comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen, and you can upgrade to a 12.3-inch touchscreen with 360-degree bird's eye view. The Highlander also comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, and also onboard Wi-Fi Connect capabilities. So the Toyota Highlander does offer some great functional technology that many people will enjoy, but when it comes to a side-by-side comparison, it's clear that the Model Y from Tesla has more and better tech. Now let's make a comparison between the driver's assist and autonomous features built into each of these vehicles. When it comes to the basic safety assist features, these vehicles on paper appear to be very similar. When it comes to how future-proof the technology is, the Toyota Highlander does not have the hardware necessary for full self-driving. However, the Model Y comes standard with all the hardware necessary for full self-driving, and if you upgrade to the full self-driving package, you get features like navigate on autopilot and auto lane changes in the highway, advanced summon, auto park, traffic light and stop sign control, and also the rolling out right now in their beta program, auto steering on city streets, and in the future, this vehicle should be capable of full self-driving. Next, let's take a look at the performance comparisons between these two vehicles. While performance may not be the most important comparison between these two vehicles, it's very clear in a side-by-side comparison that the Tesla Model Y in any of these variants is quite a bit quicker and faster than the Toyota Highlander. The next important category to look at is the warranty comparison. When it comes to the powertrain and comprehensive warranty comparisons, you can see that the Model Y beats the Highlander and offers a longer warranty. The Highlander does, however, offer a longer warranty in the hybrid battery system in the Highlander. So overall, when you tally all this up, although the Toyota Highlander is more expensive at the time of purchase by around $10,000, the actual long-term cost of ownership should be somewhat equal to the Tesla Model Y. So we're calling that a tie and giving them both a win in that category. The Toyota Highlander is the clear leader when it comes to passenger and cargo room. However, the Model Y is a safer vehicle with better technology. When it comes to autonomy and basic driver's assist features, the Model Y wins there. The Model Y also wins when it comes to performance, and it has a longer warranty in the categories that really matter. So in conclusion, although the Toyota Highlander does offer a bit more cargo room and a higher ground clearance, which are very practical features, with all the other factors considered, the Model Y appears to be the better SUV despite its smaller size. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are published. Also, if you did like the video, please consider clicking that like button because that helps other people find the video as well. I also want to take a moment here at the end of the video to thank the Patreon supporters who support me every month and help make this content possible. A special thank you to my performance supporters and the other supporters listed on the screen. Thank you so much.